I have a pet bunny, but I never knew they were this fast. It's a fight for life against this hungry leopard. Talk about uncalculated risks. This goat is taking its chances against unexperienced rhinos. Those pointers can jab an eye out. You wouldn't want to be chased by a giant brown bear, ever. Nope, I'm out. Those legs are vulnerable. But did you know that giraffes have horns? And they use it to wham! Give a wacko to that sicko. Walk it off, buddy. A rhino who seems to have lost its horn from poachers is now facing a battle against an angry hippo. That doesn't seem to end up well. This croc's testing out its scaly armor against a group of lions. I guess it bailed out before getting further results. The clash of rams for the Battle of Hoovesville. This fight goes three ways, and man, those horns charge with 800 pounds of force. Sipping your morning coffee when a wild hippo appears. Those jaws opening 3 to 4 feet wide is a nasty view early in the morning. An unsuspecting bear minding its own business gets surprised by this water buffalo, with of course a slight hook to the face. This kitty tries its best to defend itself from a provoking pupper. Oh, look, someone's knocking. Man, the risk this guy's taking. Filming a bear by the window. Learned his lesson after a bear slap. Tigers, majestic hunters that you should never mess with, weighing about 350 to 450 kilograms. Size matters in the wild, and the bigger ones win in most cases. Well, at least most of the time. This mongoose ain't backing out from these lions, so yeah, let's choose a bigger prey instead. Horns make animals brave, like this goat taking on a rhino. This jackrabbit has adapted to flipping itself to avoid birds of prey. That orca's got it sitting pretty by the beach. These scaly killing machines usually wait in the water because if a prey doesn't run on land, it surely will swim around. Well, looky here. Someone's taking over the napping rock by the water hole. Little hippo wants his rock back, so Mama Hippo's got to drive away the trespasser. A wildebeest fights for its life to send a message to the predator. Now, a cobra with its arch nemesis, the mongoose. These critters are quite immune to venom, so they don't really bother getting bitten. Back to primates. The kids were just having a friendly game. But the silverback wanted to give a warning. Be kind to your brother or I'll make you sleep outside. What has the world turned into that even a sunbathing crocodile is no longer safe to enjoy the sun? This leopard just came out of nowhere and turned him into a living handbag. A face-off between a rhino and an elephant. Those long rhino horns are useless if not pointed at the right direction. This rhino's got to be lucky. The elephant has short tusks. A sneaky fish almost got bird for supper. Lion versus tiger. Who comes out the winner and who dominates? This all falls into resilience, because normally, tigers tend to grow bigger and heavier than lions, but that thick mane provides extra armor against bites. For speed, we can't joke around the fastest land animal, the cheetah. Running up to 120 kilometers per hour, they use their tails to balance themselves on those sharp curves. One mistake spells disaster to prey. As for primates, sometimes babies cause jealousy in the troop. This chimp's got beef with the mama chimp and backbites her. Good thing the silverback is there to keep things in order. Here's hunting gone wrong. An ibex impales and drags a cheetah around to be able to run for another day. That's gotta leave a scar. Now this is literally treading dangerous waters. This zebra's pushing its luck. They usually need to travel through streams, but in tense situations need the herd to be around. Doing it alone is either brave or recklessness. This bird of prey messed with the wrong opponent. Trying to take on a cat in its territory? I wonder how that would end up. Another bovine, unsuspecting of its surroundings. Its calf was almost dragged away. Good thing she managed to shoo the predator away before they got to the thick bushes. Sometimes, horns can spell trouble. Too much bravery in this buffalo had it challenging a rhino. Now, that doesn't look like it would end up well. Playful as it may seem, a tiger is not an easy opponent. That chain as a leash is proof of that, and even the owners are aware of the damage it can give. Another pupper asking for the unexpected. Baby elephants can play rough, and this pupper's gonna get a whooping. Tusks versus horns, a square between a rhino and a hippo. I wonder what a jab from that sharp horn would do to a wide-open mouth. And when it comes to getting tired, this tiger races with the deer. First one to give up gets the win. With that size, the answer's pretty obvious, ain't it? Silverback gorillas are the alphas of the band, to protect all from the unknown, but this human's got balls of steel, unmovable, and, quite brave. Look at them go with their flippers. It's catching up. Nah, wouldn't want its skin to dry out under the sun. Strength with numbers. These wildebeest and zebras cross the river with predators. Unfortunately for this croc, he's got much of a selection and is taking too long to choose the one with the juiciest thighs. Curious? How did an iguana end up on the streets with two dogs? Rhinos weighing from 1 ton to a half to 3 tons with pointy 4 feet long horns. A jab from those can leave a nasty wound, even for these thick hides. Here's a cat showing a caiman who's boss, may it be water or land. Jaguars are lethal in both cases, and they're excellent swimmers too. I wonder about the fate of this giant otter as it faces against 9 dogs. Even terrain advantage does little against overwhelming numbers. Fighting off 2 lions 4 times its size is not one easy feat. Good thing they didn't retaliate. Dogs sure know how to hunt in packs. This monitor lizard stands no chance having a dog in all directions. Birds of prey against snakes. Even the ocean ain't safe for danger noodles against these flying hunters. Lions sneak up to their prey by blending with the surroundings, for one perfect reason: to catch its prey by the throat and go for the kill. An unsuccessful attack can lead to, as you see, tiring yourself out for missing the opportunity. We have mountain goats against bears. Mountain goats are masters of rock climbing. Their hooves were built for treading the sides of mountains. But bears? Nope. They can try to work around it, but there's a reason why these goats live in steep mountains. A fall from such heights is dangerous for both prey and predator. The creator has given this turtle a gift of a hard shell. It saved its life from a monstrous shark. Look at those battle scars on the shell as they lift the turtle up. Well, better the presence of kind humans. A honey badger being bullied by these hyenas. Little did they know that these critters will fight anybody, like anybody. Have you ever seen two brothers fighting and the older one pins his kid brother's ass? Well, here you go. Hey, look, a cat. Let's scare the furballs out of him. Whoops, not this time. Look, the tallest bird and mammal having a go with their long legs. A pride of lions ganging up on this poor buffalo. But here comes the cavalry to save the day. Take that, kitties! This warthog is having enough of a bad day with a leopard, and a hyena making an entrance makes it even worse. Guanacos are tall animals like llamas, but hey, look at it slam this puma repeatedly as it tries to have a taste of that long neck. Adult gators will eat you alive, so here's a heron wise enough to prey on the babies instead. Poor snap puppies. Speed is for running, but technique and weight makes this camel's jiu-jitsu invincible against this horse. I say put him in a cage and let me make a bet. The majestic secretary bird is hunting prey when another tries to join in and get a kill steal. Man, that rabbit was ridden off by the secretary. A crocodile out of its habitat is facing off with a group of lions. I thought they were scary enough in water, but even the lions are scared of it on land. Sheesh! Bats and magpies are never really loved that much, but here's a scene of them fighting over who's the worst. Poor wingless rodents stood no chance. A kangaroo can knock your teeth out, but this goat and its horns ain't having it any other way. Come at me, bro!
Round 1. Fight!
Here's a lion attacking a crocodile in its natural habitat. Giving payback for earlier, bro. Look at this tiger sneaking up on this black bear. Gotta work on those stealth skills or you're going home empty-handed.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
You see, tigers are massive muscular cats with great camouflage and size. Yeah, look at the size of these fellas. The black bear earlier found its way to another feline's turf. Not on my watch, says the kitty.
Oh my God!
Hyenas from the canine family are playful, but it can become nasty when it starts targeting the jugular. This dog enters the wrong neighborhood and pow! The monkeys gang up on him with the homies. This lioness was taking it cool in this fight until she lets getting distracted get the best of her. The wildebeest and its horns did the rest of the talking.
Go!
They said hunting in packs is better, but this mongoose proves this group of lions wrong.
Come on, come on. Kill me, I'm here, kill me!
Two elephant seals and their rivalry. Giant creatures going at each other. First one to bleed out loses. Look at the size of that swan. Looking down on his opponent, the dog scurries away. Buffaloes are giant grass eaters, but these tanks are not to be messed with. A pack of wolves might try to pick on them, but a one-on-one match is never going to end up good.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Cats are truly one of the worst enemies for snakes. Take a load of this lynx slapping the life out of this horned viper. These majestic cheetahs, tired of small prey, now go for wildebeest. One alone can't do it, but three makes the dream team indeed. Hunting is such a dangerous job. You wouldn't want to be sent flying by your prey, like this lion being tossed in the air by a buffalo. Wolves tend to chase their prey, but this wolf had his waiting for him. Mama sheep ain't having any of that big bad wolf day. The intense rivalry among these rams can split skulls. Like, literally split them. That concussion is hurting my brain. Snakes prey on most small animals, but this one messed with the wrong squirrel this time. That long, slender body's gonna have bite marks for sure. Winning a fight doesn't always spell victory, and this predator made his point that staying alive is enough of a win. This giant croc doesn't scare this dogo. Some barking and sheer guts turn the predator into prey. This is a warning to never leave your chicks unattended. They're just so cute and squishy. And hey! Whoa! Chewy too, I guess. Having horns really releases the devil in some animals, and this goat's got the balls to mess with others 3 times his size. One rule in the wild is to never let anyone prey on your backside, and this caracal is showing us just how to prevent jackals from turning him into minced meat. A rock lying around can't hurt you, unless it's one of those fake rocks that turn out to be snapping turtles in disguise. Look at it scare the milk out of these cows. We have another snapping turtle here who survives the rumbling of hooves from these horses. It's just so hard to be small, you're never out of danger. Cats and mice are common enemies, but man, look at that flightless bird of prey swoop down and apply some power slams on the poor mouse. Breakfast is served. Check this eagle out, trying to assert dominance in the lake he fishes in against these uninvited guests. These young lions try to cross a river searching for their next meal, but they weren't expecting a charging hippo to be swiftly rushing their way. One retreats, while the other two fight for dear life and get to shore. I don't know what this owner's doing. Madly hissing cats are not good for your dogs. This poor Nyala has to face off 2 deadly enemies, the African wild dogs and a territorial hippo. We've caught up with this ferocious fight between a tiger and a bear. Fortunately, the bear scores another day to live. This chameleon does its best to fight off a hungry snake. Poor reptile looking like a juicy meal under the hot sun. Pick on someone your own size. A rhino should definitely not be challenging an elephant twice its size with weaponized tusks. When I see a cobra, I yell "Help!" But this squirrel's got guts, using its bushy tail to distract the cobra's strike. This poor iguana had a face-off with a raccoon. Normally, lizards can get their tails cut off to distract the pursuers, but it just wasn't effective this time.
Got him! Got him!
A square between a boar and a hog. That's over 100 kilograms of pork beating each other up. Fortunately, Mommy Pig won this round. Big cat versus house cat. The staring challenge is on. I bet that hissing surprised the tiger though. Capybaras are the biggest rodents on the planet, almost the size of a pig. It must have been a real catch for this big kitty.
No! God, please, no!
Oh, how the turntables. The hunter has become the hunted. Nobody's messing with these street rats, not even cats. Zebras can be described as striped horses, known to be wilder as they pack a walloping kick and nasty bites to their rivals. We are witnessing a fight between a vixen and a badger over who owns the den. Badgers have tough hides, and foxes can be easily killed if not careful. Caracals are expert hunters, capable of jumping 10 feet high to catch birds. They don't even stand a chance. A fateful day for these seals, trying to outswim orcas, also known as killer whales. Orcas tend to play with their meals and fling them high to knock them out and confuse them before they do their finishing touches. This green tree snake caught an unexpected frog. Fortunately for the frog, dangling while being bitten gave it a chance to drop and escape. Watch this antelope outmaneuver this lion, a fake shift like an NFL star running back.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
I'm starting to wonder over which of them is supposed to be the meal. The hyena certainly looks donkey-handled. A show of strength from this rhino tossing and turning this buffalo who just realized that he's no match for a 3-ton gray armored beast. Ooh. This dog came in to test his skills, fighting off 4 felines at a time. He indeed stood his ground until rescue came. A wild warthog fighting for his life against this leopard, but the wrong spinning move got him in a chokehold. Did you know that hippos cause most of the deaths in Africa? That's right. When you see one of these, you better run. This crocodile thought it had an easy meal, but it seems that the pack of baboons were more than ready to defend each other from the scaly predator, scratching and biting it until it swims back to the waters. These eagles are fighting back against the invader Mama Bear and her cubs as spectators. This boa constrictor wasn't fast enough to escape the jaws of a jaguar. Its claws and teeth bared into the snake. Thanks to the God-given hard shell, this turtle was able to escape the jaws of this shark. You'd never want to mess with these pack of baboons. They're so fast and ready to strike anytime. This poor buck of an elk was hunted down by a bear. Those antlers didn't stand a chance as the bear rolled him over in the water. This monkey angered the poor kitty by biting its tail.
Ouch!
Birds of prey are fast and accurate as they hold down these snakes before they even get to strike. A wolverine with its tough hide and big appetite, ready to munch on an unsuspecting snake. We see here a leopard chasing these wild ducks. Easy prey, happy day. A horse is forced to train its running because of the cruel rooster chasing it. A mama cat ready to claw out the eyes of this dog that tries to approach her and her kitten. A cheetah, the fastest land animal, tries to take down a wildebeest, but fails and turns tail as it gets chased by its own prey.
Uh-oh.
Here's an elephant keeping at bay a hippo that wants some of that meat, but too afraid to bite. A pack of wild dogs ganging up on a giant otter. Cautious enough because this giant otter is a savage itself. A monitor lizard mistakenly entered a croc's territory. The ferocious croc got it on hold by the leg and slams it around the beach. This woodpecker has no intention of sharing its meal with a hungry and curious squirrel. A coyote is no match for a bobcat that moves with lightning speed. Back to the savannah with this crocodile who landed on the wrong shore and had to face a pride of lions by itself. The poor leopard didn't stand a chance against these buffaloes and their heavy horns. These angry crocs are showing dominance by swaying their heads, ready to bite any time. Porcupines are able to detach the spines of their backs when predators attack. This leopard didn't get the memo the first time. The curious goat gets head slapped by this cat. He just wanted to say hello. Cat got your tongue? More like a crab got your tongue. This poor puppy learned about crabs the hard way. This shark. Whoops, there it goes. Okay, the horror of the ocean. Well described with, what is that? It's a monster octopus grappling a juvenile shark. This is worse than an anaconda because it's got suckers and 8 arms. Wonder how that will end up. Magicians too exist at the bottom of the ocean, and then he's gone. I wonder where the fish went. Remember the seahorse from Nemo? This is him getting a wacko from Mr. Johansson after what his son did to him. Watch as a bull shark almost bumps with a crocodile. The curiosity seeps in as these Australian beasts somehow manage to give a tense situation. This could be bloody if not thwarted. A polar bear hunting for its prey. Polar bears are one of the only animals that rely on fat and fur to survive the cold in the North Pole. Here, we see a hungry bear of fury hunting walruses. Walruses, on the other hand, stay in groups to protect their young. They have tusks that are sharp enough to be weapons. To add, walruses have very thick hides for the bears to not be able to bite through them. As you can see, the target of the polar bear would be the pups who get lost in the excitement. Now, back to the ocean. A shark challenges a sea leopard, but turns into a meal instead. You messed with the wrong mammal. But hey, someone wanted payback. Here's a hungry shark who actually preys on the cousins of sea leopards. Oh, yum goes to the seal. Going against one of the fiercest hunters in the ocean. These penguins are against orcas, the killer whales. Orcas hunt in pods and will rip to shreds their prey with a bite force of nearly 3 times the crocodile's. Look at that poor penguin. I'd hate to be him right now. Someone knocked on the wrong door. An octopus was given a finishing move by a moray. And another payback video with a shark hunting for moray. Morays usually stay put in their caves, but this one was on a lifeline. I thought it stood a chance, but its jaws are too small against the sharks. Woe to the shark having its meal fight back. Back to morays. They have what we call a second jaw, or pharyngeal jaw, which is found inside, which helps grip on the poor fish and pull them into the belly. Anyway, have you ever caught a barracuda? Here's the big prize. I love to see the smile on the fisherman's face. But why not just pull it in already? Like, what's the catch? And yeah, there goes the giant groper stealing your barracuda. Now, talking about fierce hunters. Back to, hey, it's a moray. The moray eels will grip you so tight that you'd sure be losing a limb. Combined with a death roll technique, an octopus stands no chance against this fierce hunter. Unless it sprays its smokescreen ink. It just worked. For now, that is. From octopus to septopus.
Nice.
Old, hurt, and unsuspecting whales sometimes get hunted too. By none other than sharks. It's the end of the line for this giant mammal.
Oh man!
Well, here's a leatherback turtle to the rescue, eating your hated jellyfish. Have you ever been stung by these? Anyway, turtles have very special spiky hair down their throat that help grip on these jellies and protect them from their stings. What a diet! Shark versus shark. Watch as a hammerhead shark takes on a great white. Well, you don't call them great white sharks for no reason. Moray versus moray. These neighbors are quarreling over something and it got out of hand. But hey, you know who stops these vicious hunters? Sea snakes. One of the deadliest snakes with very potent venom. Look at it swallow that eel. Instant abs. Now don't confuse yourselves. These aren't walruses. They're called elephant seals. They're big and fat like walruses, but they use their bite force to fight over females. Man, that's one bloody fight. Oh look, we're back to the death roll extravaganza. Creatures with elongated bodies tend to use this since they can't really chew or use anything else to rip their food to shreds. Anyhow, this technique is effective but surely not normally used by creatures like this sea lion. Look at how this sea lion tangles with an octopus, lessening its arms one at a time. Sea lions tend to grow up to 2 meters. But hey, not the biggest of seals. The elephant seal surely is way more ferocious. Size matters. Oh look, a jellyfish being turned into a meal by a leatherback turtle. They dine on every kind of jelly. Man-o'-wars, normal jellies, their stinks don't matter to these scaly reptiles, and their stomach lined with keratin spikes and acid will melt these jellies down to a pulp.
Yummy.
Now, maybe you're wondering about the shark frenzy earlier? Well, here they are, sort of starting with the wrong fin and survival of the fittest. These sharks actually feed on their siblings at birth. Anyway, the morays better stay out of this or else. Well, they sense the moray and looks like it's too late to turn back. This moray should have kept its fins to itself. Can't do much with those small jaws. But I gotta give it to it. It has a good grip on the gills there. Could have worked if it weren't too small. Oh hey, orcas! The top predators of the ocean, hunting seals, whales, and calves. Oh no! It's dragging the baby away! For a short break, we have plow snails. Yes, these aren't hermit crabs. These are snails eating the remains of a barrel jellyfish. Another small creature would be the shrimp. Ooh, I've never seen a shrimp hunt before, but wooza! Look at it drag its prey to its doom. Like the mantis, they can chew on you while you're still alive. I'd hate to be smaller than a shrimp for sure. I introduced to you the mantis shrimp. And no, it does not catch its prey with claws, but rather punches them with a punch so strong it can crack a crab with one blow. Man, Rambo's inspired sea creatures now. Punch! Enjoy how these creatures hunt. Didn't see that coming, eh? An octopus emptying a crab. Yum.
Yummy.
Anyway, let's have a short talk about these bobbit worms, or notorious sand strikers. Look at it go! You'd vanish in sight if you ever passed these creatures of death. These worms shoot out like grapples that hook onto their prey. Look, even the poisonous lionfish ain't got a chance.
Yoink.
Unfortunately, that's all we have for today. If you want to continue watching, click the video on screen now. Don't forget to subscribe.